All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. I'm Fizz Timely, and welcome back to Timely Games. So we are finally back and finally in Camp McCarrigan. No, Camp Carrigan? Camp, whatever. It's a camp. But we are finally here at Camp McCarrigan, basically running around for the Mojave Wasteland. So, we're still running around in the, we didn't get to New Vegas yet. Alright, we didn't get to the Strip. We're basically running around outside because there's loads of stuff surprisingly outside that I've forgotten that there is all kinds of stuff you can find outside. And some of these ammunition boxes are free to take. It's like hunting rounds and stuff. Alright. So anyway, we're finally here. We're going to check out this place and see what quests there is. But we are mostly running around yet again around New Vegas until we can get to finally New Vegas itself. So we will be right back. Okay, and we're back. So we found some interesting NPCs of NCR. There's a lot of corporals.
I'm Bitter Root, First Recon. You got a reason to talk to me?
Oh, sorry.
You trying to start trouble? Or do you really not know where I got that name? It's a con name. You know, the great cons. That's what my parents were. And I figured I grew up around the bastards. They owed me a name after all they put me through.
Huh.
They're dead. Got themselves killed at Bitter Springs. Served them right if you ask me. It was a massacre. That's what a lot of NCR folk will tell you. Most of them feel plenty bad about what happened. But I was there. Saw it myself. I don't care what anybody says. The cons asked for Bitter Springs. They wouldn't leave the NCR be. My damn parents, too. They were just as bad as the rest. Don't I? Mister, you never met my parents. My dad got himself fucked up every chance he got. Always started with folk for no reason. Hell, he was the one who taught me to shoot. You know how? By taking pot shots at NCR, and not just soldiers. Civilians, too. Even kids.
Jeez.
Then he'd get high with his buddies and swap tales about the folk they killed.
What the?
Bunch of animals. And my mom? A couple of times she tried to sell me to some waster just to score some jet. Even the other cons said she was useless. Only reason they kept her around was because she was a... How'd my dad say it? A smoking piece of ass.
Wow. You got some pretty crappy parents, my guy. No wonder you're named Bitter Root.
You're not fully grown till you've taken a beat down. Everybody gathers around and hits you till you're damn near dead. After that, if you haven't begged for mercy, you get to choose a new name. One you'll use for the rest of your life. When NCR slaughtered the cons of Bitter Springs, I hadn't got my beat down yet. I was still too young. The way I see it, Bitter Springs was my beat down. So afterward, I gave myself a name. It's all I got from the cons. It's all I ever want.
Huh.
Guess I could tell a pretty good story if I had a mind. But the truth is, I don't know. Just got lucky. They brought me to Daughtry after the battle. He was just a captain back then. Guess he saw something in me. Knew I didn't belong with the cons. Maybe he felt bad, too. About how his men killed my folks. I told him he did me a service, but he didn't believe me. Still doesn't. He's a good man, Daughtry. Doesn't act like it sometimes, I know. But he didn't have to take me in. It's like I tell Major Daughtry. Best not to look under a rock if you don't really want to know what's there. Could be that NCR found some blood on me and none of it mine. Could be that a few of those cons didn't die from NCR bullets. I had scores of my own to settle. Deeper ones than NCR ever had. Don't bother asking who they were with.
Alright. Good to know.
Guess not. I don't mean nothing by it. You really want to talk to somebody, try 10 of spades. He's always got plenty to say. Me? I'm here to do my job. For now, that job is shooting fiends. While, I guess. I don't keep too careful track of time. I like to keep things simple. Just focus on now. That's why they made me a sniper. You let your mind wander back a ways and you lose sight of what's in front of your eyes. Good way to miss a mark. Yeah, look, he's not my real father. He just looked after me for a while. It's a long story, and I get tired of talking before it was through.
Alright.
It's like I told you, Daughtry's not my real father. He just looked after me for a while.
Gotcha.
You a merc? Well, then I guess you want to talk to my... father. Major Daughtry. He's our CO.
I mean, if he adopted you, sir, Daughtry, to speak of, sounds like he was a father figure because your parents were real pieces of work. Oh my gosh. So there's Corporate Sterling, Lieutenant Goldbert's, Lieutenant
Controlling
Spades.
the Mojave almost makes you wish for a nuclear winter.
And then you also the see. So there's that. There's Little Buster. Okay. And sure, there's nothing. Little Buster. Is that interesting? Guy. Who the hell are you?
Let me guess. You got work for me, right? Well, you're too late. I just quit the bounty trade. As soon as I pick up some caps that Daughtry owes me, I'm out of this scrapyard.
What?
Well, shit. Feel free to stick a knife in the old ego. Thought I made a name for myself around here. Guess that's as good a reason as any to quit this stinking trade. No glory. No easy money, no women, and no glory. Shit. I'd settle just for the women. Because I killed a couple of marks for him, that's why. You ever hear of Jackson? Or Night Terror?
I'll take
Damn
it
right they were. They were good, too.
Yeah?
Till I popped a couple shells in their assholes. Bam. Dead. Finished. Over. See, somebody gives me a job, I do it. Maybe I complain a little here and there, but my shit gets done.
Nice.
Oh, shit, I don't know. Gotta be at least a month. Longer than I last at most jobs. Oh, yeah. A lot. Like before I was a bounty hunter, I worked as a caravan guard. You'd think that was a cakewalk, right? Wrong. Crazy bastards expected me to wake up at dawn. Forget it. It's about 2 hours after this guy hits the sack. And I need at least 10, 12 hours of sleep to do my job. Price of excellence.
Alright. I have known to hunt down a few bounties myself.
Well, hey, the field's wide open now that I'm gone. Probably lots of people looking to get in once they hear I quit. Simple. Gonna make myself some easy money. I got a plan. Once I get my caps from Daughtry, I'm going to head on over to Gamora and win big at cards.
Really?
There's not as many people playing at Gamora, so that means I've got better odds of winning big.
Alright.
I got this figured out.
Alright.
See, I thought the bounty hunting trade would be easy money, but it turns out it's hard work, so screw it. Also, I ran into this Mark who was a little too tough for me. I mean, I could have taken him. But with this guy, might have cost me some bad burns or an ass rape. I'm all for risking my life, but I'm a little sensitive about my asshole.
Who the hell is it? Wait. Is he talking about Effin or Cook? Because those guys, one we
Heard you got Cook.
are-
I hope you roasted that bastard with his own flamer.
So he is talking about Cook.
All right, let's see what you got.
Cook is messed up. So you got low caps, so I'm not gonna play against you. It's very low caps. We don't need to play against you. All right. Well, thank you, Little Buster, for telling me that you had this experience and you're a bounty hunter. Good to know, Grandpa. No freaking way there's like a unique weapon. Ladies and gentlemen, Camp McGaravan, if you want to take Little Buster away from him, then this would be the time. Try to take it away. Manage to take it away. So, if you want the cram opener and you want to like pickpocket Little Buster for it, basically it looks like a gauntlet. It does require 25 melee, 5 strength, but it does 33 damage as current condition right now. Weighs about 10. The cram opener, ladies and gentlemen. It on normal aspects, it looks a little bit slightly different versus a regular gauntlet, a death gauntlet, you could say. But we will compare it later on when we get back to our base. But once again, Never legendary. You can find the cram opener at this location, Camp McCaravan, on Little Buster, located inside the local map, right about from the exit to this little tent around here, or any site. Probably he wanders around through any of these tents. But yeah. Ammunition box aside, empty cells are ready to go. Six. What's this? And it's terminal. Do 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 do. We got much roast. Never mind. Genius. Right. Redhead, reminder, hi there. Redhead. Jones. I transferred the redhead likely over to admin. You will have to be sitting next to her all day, so don't come crying to me if you don't get a give with her in bunk. Oh, I owe you big time for this favor. I'll let you know if I think of something. Mind. All personnel must secure their terminals before leaving their posts. We don't need another situation like this private. Clashmore had to either. What's up, Jones? Chesaw here. So you have got an eye on that pretty redhead, huh? I'll be sure to fill her in on your farting problem. Seeing how we're buddies and all. P.S. I didn't secure your terminal very well. Next time, choose a better password next time. Interesting. So, we're talking about a girl. Perhaps. Or a guy. Whatever. And they're getting back at one another, so we don't know what that's all about. I'm pretty sure the redhead is... I didn't take a good look at any of the women here, but who knows. Ho ho! Nice. Take those back.
Howdy. Name's Sterling, First Recon.
You all first
Can't say I've seen you before. I'd remember if I had.
Yes, because you're right. Never met.
Got a good memory for faces, landmarks and such too. Comes with practice, that's all. And a lot of scouting from place to place.
Alright.
I call her the Long Carabine. Didn't always have the scope. I added that myself. Been shooting with her so long, couldn't bring myself to toss her away. Would have felt guilty to part with the old girl. The other snipers used bolt action, but Gorbets reckoned it didn't matter none if I was different, so long as I could hit my targets.
Huh.
Used to be a ranger, one of the first they sent out east back before we took the dam. Observation and reconnaissance. We took the lay of the land, checked out the locals, and kept ourselves inconspicuous. A couple friends of mine were the first to scout the dam. That was back in '73, if I recall.
Damn, you old.
A lot of those rangers are dead now. Vegas always chewed men up. It's just a little more literal nowadays. Well, that wasn't really a matter of choice. Got myself caught by legionaries up near Malpay. They had themselves some fun with me. Mangled my hands and feet pretty good. Wasn't much good with the pistol after that. Wasn't gonna be trekking across the waste on any more long scouts either.
So?
Caesar's boys figured I wasn't going anywhere after what they'd done to me. So they didn't bother tying me up. I crawled out of there on my elbows and knees. Must have looked a sight. Then I rolled down an embankment into the Colorado. Guess I had a mind to drown rather than give Caesar's boys the satisfaction of killing me. But a couple rangers happened to be watching from across the river. They jumped on in and pulled me out of there. Lucky break, they said. Going on 6 months now, but I reckon we'll be moving out soon enough. Can't talk about the details. Till then, we'll man the towers and keep an eye on the fiends. We've had more than our share of trouble from their direction. Whole thing smells of Caesar to me. Of course, that's just guesswork. But I'd still bet a few caps he's stirring up the locals against us.
So you say you have an interesting rifle. I mean, it does look interesting. It does look interesting. But is it actually a rifle that is used? Is this actual rifle that he actually uses? That's a good question. Let's see, would he take a better, different gun? No. I'm trying to put in his inventory. Better, different gun. Detected. Hidden. So you're not. Alright, hold on.
Uh-oh.
Survived a gunshot? Oh, it was his gun. Oh, it is! Alright, so he does actually have the long Lagu carbine.
No!
So, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to find basically this legendary, I don't know how we're going to pull this legendary off. It's another one of those legendaries that I guess is going to stick with the NPC until I
Controlling the
think
Mojave
he
almost
gives it
makes you wish for
up,
nuclear.
or some hidden dialogue, something, or maybe
Why not?
perhaps you swamp it out with a different gun which can do different damage.
Morning.
So, again, same place, caravan. Don't know what it does for damage because we blew it out, but you can't park.
I heard you killed Driver Nafai. My team would have liked to get a shot at him. But we're still glad he's dead.
Come here.
We're the finest sniper outfit in the whole NCR.
Really?
If you need a bullet put into a target's eye from 800 yards away, you call us. Some of my team aren't without
Alright.
their share of scars, though, like Betsy and Sterling.
What?
Cook, one of the fiends, ambushed her and 10 of spades. They both managed to escape, but not before Cook raped her. Betsy shrugged it off like it was nothing, but her behavior keeps getting worse. Always making passes at every woman who wanders by. It's inappropriate for anyone at First Recon to behave that way. I could discipline her, but I'd rather she get medical help.
Okay.
I'd appreciate it. As her CO, I could order her to get help, but I'd have her agree with the idea.
Alright.
Corporal Sterling was an NCR ranger until he was captured by the Legion. They tortured him pretty badly. He wasn't able to be a ranger after that, but his eyes are still sharp, so I had him transferred to First Recon. We're the finest sniper. If they've proven hard to kill, yes. Whatever it takes to get the job done, even if it means hiring help from outside the military.
Well, Cook is dead, Nemphin's dead, Violet's dead,
We won't
Moorhead's
go
dead.
quietly. The Legion can count
I
on
basically killed off the 4 heads of the suckers, apparently. We just got a quest. Still in the dark. Basically, speak to Corporal Betsy and gain medical treatment for health trauma. Did I talk to him?
What can I do for you?
Yes, I did talk to him. I talked to Bitterroot, 10 of Spades. I didn't talk to him. I didn't talk to Betsy either, and
Took some skills to bring down that.
So let's talk to 10 of Spades.
Hey, my man. Ten of Spades. First Recon sharpshooter. At your service.
Alright.
The LT told you about that? Shit, man. That's shit. It was my fault. See, I was knocked out when it happened. That big guy sneaked up on us. I let Betsy down. Shit, you sound like the LT. I should have woken up. I shouldn't have gotten knocked out in the first place. That shit was my fault. I don't want to talk about it anymore, all right? She's my goddamn partner. See, we work in pairs. We spot for each other, watch each other's backs. Nobody wanted to work with me. They said I was too green, but Betsy volunteered. Shit, you don't even know how big a deal that is. She trusts her life to the newbie, and I sit here and let her get raped by that piece of shit. Yeah, the LT shouldn't have brought that shit up. Not with civvies, anyway. Ain't right. The LT. Gorobets gave it to me. See, I wanted to be ace of spades, but the LT says, sorry kid, you're too green. So he calls me 10 instead. It's okay though. I get a few more kills under my belt, he'll move me up to Jack. Jack of spades. Sounds better, right?
Alright.
I keep at it. Eventually I'll make it to ace. Think I'll skip queen though. Shit. Long as I can remember, had a rifle in my hand since I was 3. That's what my dad always says. Learned to shoot on our ranch, way west of here. Same as the LT. He's a farm kid too.
Alright.
Oh, they recruited me, what, a year ago? Taught me to kick even more ass than before. These guys, they really know how to kick some ass.
It's interesting when he
Kicking
talks.
ass. Mostly kicking ass. See, we're watching the perimeter right now, looking for those fiends to come back. When they show their faces, that's when we go to work. One shot, one kill. That's the first recon way. Oh yeah, fine. Just a little stutter. Had it since I was a kid. Doesn't stop me from kicking ass. Damn right.
Yeah, we don't want to make fun of this guy. He's a good guy. Good guy.
Patrolling the
Anyway,
Mojave almost makes you
Continuing
wish
on,
you were.
now Corporal Betsy has been having problems with the damn Kemet. Alright, let's see what's wrong with her.
Never seen you around before. What do you want?
Should know.
You killed him? Well, shit. Here I dreamed up this whole elaborate revenge fantasy. Didn't really think I'd do it, but as long as the tubby bastard was actually alive, I could pretend like I would. Here, I owe you. Take it and get out of here, before I indulge my inner bitch and spoil the moment.
Huh.
What a pointless trip. Here I thought I'd get a shot at that junkie bastard.
I'm sorry.
Not unless you count the fiends as serious. Gorobets keeps us inside the fence most of the time. Doesn't matter to me. I just shoot bad guys. Sooner or later, they'll move us out to the dam, though. That's when the shit gets nasty.
How nice.
Legion fights to win, and they're smart. Hell of a lot smarter than these crazy fiends. But I don't feel bad about shooting Legion boys.
Right?
Fiends, on the other hand, sometimes I get pangs of conscience. Not often, but sometimes. Some cute little junkie bitch, so fucked up she doesn't even know that she's the bad guy. And I've got a headshot her. Makes me think. Might just be sex, though. I see some cute little number and I'd rather get in her pants. So maybe I'm a stone-cold bitch after all.
So you are basically liking the same sex as you are. Alright.
What gave me away? The big gun, the shades, or the attitude?
The attitude. Actually, the attitude.
Ha! You're not as dumb as I thought you'd be. We got the same sense of humor. Probably better to walk away while I still like you, though. All kinds of things piss me off. Like just about anything that anybody says.
Interesting.
Yeah, right. You're sniffing up the wrong skirt. Try me again when you're tall, blonde, and female. The lieutenant's been talking to you, hasn't he? Look, I don't need a head doctor. I'm first recon, damn it. You don't see the others crying about every little bruise and scrape, do you?
But hey, listen.
Damn. Never had you pegged for the drill instructor type, but you got my attention. You can tell the lieutenant that I finally caved. I'll get help. There's a Dr. Usanagi who's supposed to be good at this sort of thing. Thanks for your help with Usanagi and all, but I still...
Alright. It was worth a shot to get that information. So we're going
Howdy.
to
What brings you back?
stealing. See if there's any new dialogue.
What can I do for you? I caught the tail end of what you said to her. Betsy looked like she'd been slapped right back into basic for a few seconds there. Let's hope that Betsy sticks with the treatment. Knowing her, she won't keep seeing Usanagi if she feels things are taking too long. Do me a favor and let Usanagi know Corporal Betsy is coming. I'd like to make sure the medical clinic has time for her.
Alright. So I gotta meet Usanagi. What does that mean?
I hear you took care of Motor Runner. I could have handled that on my own.
Patrolling the Mojave.
Ah,
I
but
hear
you
you
didn't.
took care of Motor Runner. I could have handled
Alright, so
that on my own.
that's done.
Patrolling the Mojave almost makes you wish for a nuclear winter.
10 spades.
I didn't even...
Nothing there. Okay, so who the hell is Usanagi? Vegas. No. Is it actually outside the whole thing? Hold on. Is it? Or is it inside this place right here? Alright, so we spoke with everybody there. We're going to take a look at what's inside the airport because, as we see, we can actually go into there. So, what? In what? Nice casino. Small casino airport. So, we're going to take a look around and see what we can find. If there's anything of value to find. We'll take some time and we'll get right back.
Something I can do for you?
Alright, so we're back. We found
Anders showed up
this
here
guy.
not too long ago. I'm told you're the one who got him out of the vault.
Yeah.
Can't tell you how relieved I am. Sending him on that mission was a mistake.
What the hell is the entrance?
I'd hoped he'd be able to slip past their security and be out before anyone knew he was there. But I underestimated the fiends. Should have known better given the hell they've caused for us. Regardless, what you did for Anders isn't something he or any of us around here take lightly. We're all glad to have him back. Thank you.
Oh, and Anders was in the vault of the Vault 3 along with the two others. Oh, okay.
You don't cook by any chance, do you? Farber's doing his best, but it's hard to manage an army with half my staff in line for the latrine. Honestly, we're fighting a lot of fires right now. The fiends keep pressing their position from Vault 3. We've got the Legion breathing down our necks across the river. We actually took an officer alive last week, but so far he hasn't spoken a word. Yeah, on top of everything else, I can't send a patrol on a bathroom break without it being ambushed by someone who heard they were coming. So somebody's getting the word out.
Alright. I see you have given that thing to back.
Calm is what you have to be when people look to you. And it's all you can be when things are out of your hands.
Okay. Mara's dead.
Unbelievable. That man has given us so much grief since we set up here. This may be a major turning point for us. I can't tell you how many times we thought we'd taken him out, only to have him show up again later, taking more heads off of fallen troopers. This is for the bounty. And this is from a pool me and a lot of the soldiers around the base had going. You may not be in CR, but hey, it's only fair.
Really? Thank you. What was it? 300 caps? Appreciate it. How things are going around with the NCR?
Could be better, I'll say that much. We set up here with our sights set on annexing New Vegas. That's a lot of resources that could do a lot of good for us. But that hasn't happened. If anything, they annexed us. They rake in the profits from our soldiers, and we're stuck protecting them from the Legion. Not exactly the plan. Now we're trying to secure the strip and the dam at the same time, and it's costing us. And in the meantime, General Oliver won't approve any offensive maneuvers, because he doesn't want to risk losing our positions. So we're in a holding pattern here. And Caesar's on the other side of the river, planning.
Okay.
I have Lieutenant Boyd on that already, and she's excellent, but I think she's hit a wall. Talk to her if you like. See if she has any use for you.
Alright.
Her office is right above mine, but I think she might be interrogating right now. So she'd be upstairs on the other side of the building.
Gotcha. So,
Well, why not? Given your recent arrival, at least I can safely rule you out as the leak. I'd like to have absolute trust in my men, but that's just not practical right now. Go ahead and look into it. See what you find. We don't have much to go on right now. Lately, every raiding party in New Vegas seems to have a map of our troop movements. It derails everything. Supplies, reinforcements, and it'll only get worse the longer we let it go on. Captain Curtis is heading up the investigation right now. He can fill you in. It's our main base. We took it because it lets us keep an eye on the Strip, and it had already been fortified before the Great War. From here, we handle most of the logistics for our operations in Nevada. Troop allocation, supply distribution, intel. Usually General Oliver runs the show here, but he's on his way to the dam now, so I've taken on a lot of his duties here.
So,
Unfortunately, no. In fact, the word from the ranger stations has been especially concerning lately. It sounds like they've run into overwhelming resistance, and supplies just aren't reaching them. It's been so bad, I asked Sergeant Reyes at Camp Forlorn Hope to look into it, and see how it is that things could be so fouled up there.
gotcha.
Everything was going according to President Kimball's plan at first. We met minor resistance from local troublemakers. But our two main objectives are still contested. Mr. House controls the Strip, and he won't so much as meet with our ambassador. And we're holding Hoover Dam. But Caesar's Legion is positioning itself to overrun it. If it falls, so will New Vegas. We'd be forced to withdraw.
Alright, so they have... So, put a spell on it, and I don't hurt anybody. So we are going to take a look at the rest of this place. So he said the office was up above, but there's some other doors to take a look
Morning.
at. Angel... Echo.
A little busy at the moment, but I can talk.
What is
This? The OSI lab. We don't get many visitors. The smell puts people off, I think. Nobody ever said science would smell clean and fresh. Anyway, you get used to it if you give it some time.
Alright, excited?
I know I don't sound the part. Get raised by Brahmin ranchers and you never lose the twang. Drives Hildern crazy. But I know every inch of the power grid from Hoover Dam to Shady Sands. That's what we do here. Try to optimize the power output from the dam.
Alright.
Some of the others are working on an agricultural project, but truth be told, they aren't making much progress. Not yet, anyway.
Alright, what's your role?
Head researcher. Mostly on the dam project, but I help out on other things when they need me. Gotta be flexible.
Alright.
You mean give you work? No, that'd be up to the administrator, Hildern. He's back there in his office. Between you and me, I don't think he ever leaves. Plenty of mercs go in to see him, though. I can't say. We're not supposed to talk about the research. Not the details. If you're interested, I'm sure he'd see you.
Alright, well, I'll talk to him. It's in the office here, you said? Oh, yes, he is.
Hello.
Thomas Hiller.
A pleasure to meet you. I'm Dr. Thomas Hildern, Director of Operations, OSI East. I presume you're here about Vault 22?
But yes.
Wonderful. Straight to it then. Have you signed the release forms? No? Doesn't matter. We'll keep that to ourselves. Vault 22. Where to begin? Imagine, if you will, the wasteland in bloom. Vast fields of corn that grow from seeds and produce their bounty in the space of a month. Orchards of trees, their branches weighed halfway to the ground, hung with fat, ripe oranges, a harvest that could feed a city or a nation. And all this, requiring no more than a few drops of precious water and the efforts of only a handful of human farmers. Impossible?
Yes, yes, yes.
A realist. We have that in common. A year ago, I'd have said the same. But what if I was to tell you that the wasteland can yield an endless bounty, and that the secret may lie a mere few miles from where we stand? We need only reach out and take it, and for that, I need you.
Also, a big shout out to King, basically, one of my friends, that he's definitely right. You should definitely like and subscribe for more content just like this in the future. So, on with the show.
Isn't it? One directs one's efforts, or the efforts of others, toward a goal, and progress is made. It's a matter of incentives, nothing more. I believe that the inhabitants of Vault 22 unlock the secrets of vegetative growth. Plants are spilling from their gate. No one tends them. No one waters them. yet they multiply and spread in all directions. Find the reason for this miraculous growth, and I promise you the OSI will see that you are generously compensated.
Alright, I'll do
Good.
that.
No need to check in with the NCR authorities.
Why?
I can authorize your payment from OSI accounts. Vaults typically contain a server room on a lower level, where they would have backed up their research data. A computer room, you understand?
Yeah.
Download all the information on the central server to your Pip-Boy, and you'll be certain to bring me any notes or samples that you find, won't you?
Yeah, will do.
I thought it was a fairly straightforward assignment. It's a simple question of retrieving the data, which shouldn't prove overly challenging. Downloading the data will be handled by your Pip-Boy. You might think of yourself as a mere means of conveyance. No insult intended, of course.
Scissor.
Oh? What might those be? The Office of Science and Industry. It's a rather expansive topic. I could talk for hours, but I'm sure I'd bore you. Suffice to say, we are the leading edge of the NCR. Our work focuses on practical matters: medicine, engineering, biology. The dam, for instance. OSI routes its energy supply to our cities in the West. That's only one responsibility of this office. Director of the entire OSI? Me? If I didn't know better, I'd say you were trying to plant seditious ideas in my head. No. I direct our eastern operations. I've been responsible for squeezing unprecedented levels of power from the dam. I'm also confronting the problem of food production in what little spare time I have. But I've found some promising leads.
Oh, yeah?
Yes, with the assistance of my team, of course. Not yet, but our government understands the value of proactive thought. Our studies project an imbalance between production and consumption. Or, for a layman such as yourself, not enough food, too many mouths to feed. Mass starvation in a decade or so.
Also, good
We
sir, I
aid
can
some
understand what
programs the
you're saying.
Republic has sponsored involving sharecropper farms in the area. But those haven't panned out too well from what I hear. There have been complaints about the amount of water we're supplying. But those are just excuses for lack of diligence, I'm sure. Directly? No. But we attempt to maximize its output. You have no idea how difficult it is to provide power to an entire nation. Fortunately, we also have the Helios 1 facility. One of our external contractors recently got the station up and running.
That was me.
His name was something like Exceptional or Marvelous or...
Fantastic.
Yes, that was it. Exactly. To be frank, I have no idea. I leave the fighting to Colonel Shu, and I expect him to leave the science to me. Too many people have opinions on things they know nothing about. And the more ignorant they are, the more opinions they have.
Right, so... You have a bit of an ego, good sir. No offense. Damn, that guy.
Did Dr. Hildern... This really isn't any of my business, but... Did he give you a job?
Yes, he did.
I shouldn't say anything. I know that. But you're not the first person Hildern sent out to the vault.
Really?
There were a lot of mercs, one after another. None of them came back. Then about a week ago, there was a scientist, Keeley. She's unusual. Not the sort of person you'd expect, but she's an absolute genius, and he didn't mention her? Not even her name? Or any of the other mercs?
No.
But now he's hired you, which means one of two things. Either he heard back from Keeley, and she failed, or he's given up on her. Listen, I make a fair wage, but I'm not rich. Not by any means. Maybe my kind of money wouldn't appeal to your average merc. But I'm willing to pay you if you'll find Keeley and make sure she's safe.
I'll take it.
Isn't right leaving her out there. No idea if she's alive or dead.
Well, if she's alive or dead.
I had a good feeling
take
about you. Moment you walked in. I mean it.
Madam.
Of course. Anything.
So,
Keeley's brilliant. An absolute genius. She plays at being mean, but it's all a front.
Okay.
When you've lived as long as she has, you get defensive around new people. Who wants to make a friend when you know you'll outlive them? I couldn't get her to say, but she talked about the war. The Great War, when the bombs fell, like she'd been
damn.
there. So I'm guessing pretty old. 200 years?
So she must be
Maybe
a
more.
more.
Like a Brahmin and a Deathclaw, though I'm not sure which would be which.
Bad analogy, maybe. They're both Deathclaws in their way. Keeley hates Hildern. She says he's more politician than scientist, and gets in the way of true discovery.
Yes.
And Hildern hates Keeley because, well, because every time they meet, she makes him look like an ass. In front of important people, usually.
Nice.
Head researcher.
Alright, so...
The director? He's very well-spoken and knowledgeable.
Right.
He's not what you'd call warm, unless he wants something from you. And even then, it's kind of a cold warm. Most of the time, I focus on the science and try to forget him. He doesn't get mixed up in any actual work, though he tells people that he does. He sure does. Everyone knows it. I've just got to endure this job until the project is finished. But abandoning Keeley, he crossed a line. Taking credit for other people's work is one thing. Sending people to die in the waste is another. If Hildern tries to recruit any more mercs, I'm gonna warn them. What can he do to me? I'm the only one who can run this lab. My father used to say good things about them, but that was years ago. Back when they teach farmers and ranchers about crop rotation and the like. Nowadays, they've changed. They're doing what they can to discredit the NCR, give us a bad name with the locals. Dr. Hildern trained with them years ago. Not me, though. I'm an OSI girl. It's foul to tell the truth. Most people try to get what they can from the outside, even if it's just a smuggled candy bar now and then. Contreras is a genius. He can find almost anything you'd want. Takes caps to get him motivated, though. He won't do a thing for free.
Who's Contreras? Right, so we're going to be right back. We're going to find other locations of other unique NPCs. See if they have quests around here. This place is pretty big, so we'll be right back.